Well, hello everyone, and welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. We are here at the Charlotte Motor Speedway for what promises to be both the hardest race of the night and the longest race of the night. And the only thing in the drivers' minds is, can anyone beat Elliott Sadler here in the home of NASCAR?
And as you touched upon, the Coke 600 is the biggest test for these drivers. This race blurs the line between the normal stock car racing that we have every week and endurance racing like IMSA or the World Endurance Championship. Just think about the distance that these drivers will travel in this race. 600 miles on the highway could get you from Charlotte Motor Speedway to Detroit in Michigan. The distance that will be covered tonight is staggering, and these drivers have to do it all at once with no breaks and no driver swaps. Whoever wins here tonight has earned that right and would have been through an all-out war.
Well, one driver that's very used to hard, grueling nights is Ryan Newman, taking a part-time start in the Penske number 12. Number he was so famous for. However, he never won the Coke 600 in his career, so maybe he can do it today.
And with Newman coming back, you have to consider the last time he got close to winning this race. That was 16 years ago, back in 2009, he got a second place. So this is a long time coming if he can win. With an update on Ty Gibbs coming back very soon, expected at Chicagoland, the time is now ticking for Brandon Jones in that number 54. And while he's had good qualifying efforts, it's never translated to a good result in the race. This race, as we said, is the longest and probably most challenging out of all of them in this season. So Brandon Jones, if he wants a good result, is going to have to step up and perform big time tonight.
These disgusting, boring fuel mileage races have been ruining the sport of boner, and Casey Mears has benefited from disgusting fuel mileage in the past. Could he win the Coke 600 like he did in the 2000s?
Well, we got a long night ahead, so let's just send it over to the Blue 2 Droner. Starting on the pole, it's the guy that no one can beat, Elliott Sadler, next to Brandon Jones. And then behind that, we got Justin Haley and Daniel Suarez. On row number 3, we got a Coke 600 winner in Austin Dillon next to Reese Sorensen. Following that up, it's Regan Smith in the Wawa colors next to Casey Atwood in the Sirius XM car. And then behind that, technically two teammates, it's Ryan Newman making his first start in the series next to Harrison Burton.
With a new sponsor this week in Hertz Car Rental, it's Marcus Ambrose for Legacy Motor Club, and to his outside, the Michigan winner, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting in row 7, Carson Hocevar will be riding the Dente, and alongside him is David Stremme in the Chip Ganassi number 40. David Reagan is up next, another winner, and another RFK driver in the number 60. Alongside him, Sam Hornish Jr. Next up, the first of the cars for Front Row Motorsports. It's Todd Gilliland advertising the Grillo's Hot Pickles. And alongside him in the Ferris number 13, it's Ty Dillon. And rounding out your top 20 for Hayek Motorsports, it's Ryan Preece. And alongside him, returning after his absence last week, Daniel Hemrick.
Up next, it is a surprisingly good driver in this series, Garrett Smithley, who's been having a season. And Eric Jones starting a bit deeper in the field than he's used to. Then it is two veterans, Michael McDowell and Eric Almirola in the next row. Then it is Noah Gregson and Boner race winner Trevor Bain. Following that up is two drivers known for their work in other disciplines, Danica Patrick and Shane Van Gisbergen. Then it is Casey Mears trying to get back to victory lane at Charlotte, and he was outside AJ Allmendinger, who's the great on this track's Roval configuration. And that is my favorite driver, Josh Blakey.
That was my row, but next to him, Scott Speed. Behind that, we got the 35 of Cole Witt next to race winner Brian Vickers. Behind that, Corey LaJoy in the Rick Ware number 51 next to John Hunter Nemechek. And then following that, it's Matt DiBenedetto is sporting the CW Sports colors once again, and Cody Ware making his second start of the season. Behind that, it's one of the Sheets freaks and Travis Quapple, next to Justin Allgaier.
And to round out the grid, Daytona pole sitter Johnny Sauter is alongside the Legacy Motor Club number 44 of Brian Scott. And at the very back of the field for Beard Motorsports, it's Brandon Gaughan.
Now, let's send it over to the starting grid. And here to give the command to start engines at Charlotte Motor Speedway, it's the owner of deceased tow car driver, Clowntown.
Get those engines started now.
That was a good command from the Boner Cup Series people. What do we expect here in this long night of racing?
Really, when you've got a race this long, I mean, anything can and will happen. These drivers are going to get tired and worn out quickly. So, you know, there could be a lot of struggling, a lot of hard racing.
It's going to be a long, grueling day.
It's going to be hot and humid here at Charlotte. We're coming over to the Geico restart zone. And we are underway.
Points leader Elliott Sadler will get the jump. Very good job to start on the pole here. Brandon Jones has not been able to catch up with him. The whole high lane going right up to the wall.
Yeah, they are not running that bottom at all.
Multi-group racing here at Charlotte, and what it's best known for. Top two are
Jones has
gone.
gotten a good run down the back stretch.
Yeah. See if he can maybe mount a charge here, but Elliott Sadler will lead the first lap.
Justin Haley nowhere to be found. He's lost a big amount of time, and he's got Daniel Suarez right behind him, getting a lot of pressure.
Yeah, there's Reed Sorensen and Austin Dillon. Brian Newman's there too. Here's Regan Smith.
And Dillon's lost out now.
Jones is probably breathing a bit of a sigh of relief that he survived this long. It's been difficult for him.
Already.
Yep,
nearly 4 wide.
Trying to settle down somewhat. As much as 3 wide can be settled. The top 5 are all in the line here.
Yeah, that high lane looking good very early. Brandon Jones is stuck to the rear of Elliott Sadler for a couple laps now.
I dive low.
Sadler's going so high that there might be a chance. Not yet.
Not through this corner, but maybe next time out.
Sadler ripping the wall like it's Homestead through 3 and 4.
Here's Austin Dillon trying to make a move on Daniel Suarez and Justin Haley.
Dillon, big playoff contender. No win to lock him in yet.
Yeah, neither is Daniel Suarez.
Dillon right by for third.
Oh, but here's Ricky Stenhouse Jr. as well, trying to make a move on Daniel Suarez.
Dillon's a winner at this track. He knows how to get it done.
Yeah, if it comes down to fuel mileage, I wouldn't be surprised if I see that number 3 car in victory lane.
Stenhouse, we're looking at now, also has history. I believe his very first start in the Cup Series was here at Charlotte.
Not in the Roush number 6 that we're used to, but the Wood Brothers 21, replacing Trevor Bain.
Elliott Sadler still leading this race. Side by side on the bottom, looks like Marcus Ambrose with Daniel Suarez now. Got past Newman.
That Marcus Ambrose going to dive it into the corner.
Ambrose again proved to be a real solid hand on ovals this season. Not what you expect when you think of his record in stock cars.
Well, to be fair, how much of that could you really put up to equipment more so than driving talent?
And we're side by side second.
Yeah.
It's Brandon Jones and Austin Dillon.
Yeah, I thought Dillon got past on the backstretch, but he's not held it through the corners.
Yeah, Brandon Jones can run the outside way better.
Meanwhile, there is Ambrose getting past Haley.
Yep, now up to the top 5.
So he's moved up into 5th. You got a big pack of cars here. This is most of the top 10, to be honest. And some cars in the back like Regan Smith and Todd Gilliland.
Todd Gilliland doing pretty decent for Front Row Motorsports.
Couple of car lengths between Regan Smith and Casey Atwood, although Smith is almost, it looked like he was losing the pack. This feels very much like a super speedway.
And
he's going to come down on Stremi. They do save it.
Good work from both of those guys.
That,
no, we're still green.
Wait, it is out. Well, the title will lead us back to the caution, I guess.
Well, big pack.
Michael
That's
McDowell.
Whoa,
Johnny Sauter.
Salter.
Oh my god. Word.
All guy there too.
Brendan gone. Oh,
that's a huge hit.
We'll have multiple replays to look at now. Damn. Oh, here's a replay. We're looking at we're focusing on Brian Vickers here, and he kind of just comes down on Matt DiBenedetto and then gets turned across the grass. And gets a piece of Justin Allgaier, Brian Scott, Brendan Gaughan. Good avoidance from Johnny Sauter, though.
Never mess with the CW sports car, buddy.
Vic is getting the worst of it. Just 3 wide in a situation too tight. Bad luck, especially so early on in this race.
Well, we're looking at a replay. We're looking at Michael McDowell, Scott Speed, and Travis Quapple running back to the caution. And McDowell just moves up the track, takes out Scott Speed. And Johnny Sauter nowhere to go. And then here's Justin Allgaier.
Bam. Allgaier. Ow.
Hard hit there for the 48. That paint scheme celebrating running the Indy 500 double, but the only double he's going to be having is a cheeseburger from down the street. After a hard hit, his race is over.
And we'll be going to a commercial now.
Whopper, 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 Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Impossible or Bacon Whopper, I rule this day. And BK, have it your way.
Alright, and we are back here for the NR2003 Boner Cup Series at Charlotte after a small crash that turned into a big crash. But Brent Jones is leading, so that's cool.
Already a lot of cars out of this race, but still plenty of cars in as we're coming out of turn 4 now. Time to go green again.
It's time to go boogie.
Right, Sadler lost a bit of ground on that pit stop. Can he make it up on this restart?
We'll find out now as we are green and Austin Dillon gets a good jump in the outside lane.
Yeah, huge jump there, but Sadler couldn't quite follow. I thought Jones might have had the tiniest bit of room to slide up, but
there's one off the top going for the 19. Can he get the second there? Oh, they're
Justin Haley!
He saves it!
He's merging back on track.
Yeah, and you're
What's that, 3 wide now?
Mostly safely. He's okay. Just had some damage on the left side of his car.
Atwood on the top.
Yeah,
Atwood just got a huge jump.
Put a gap on the field a little bit. We're now 3 wide back here, and Garrett Smithley's in the
and they're wrecking again, Stremi.
Well, that was
Caution's
expected. And, I think that's it. But sucks for David Stremi. So Austin Dillon's going to race it back to the line, but he might be under pressure from Elliott Sadler.
You got a drag race here.
Doesn't quite get there. Let's go look at a replay.
Alright, we are on board with Garrett Smithley in the Rickway Racing car, and you can see David Stremi up against him and into the wall, and then he clears himself. And Sanford talked about double cheeseburgers, while David Stremi's going to be joining Justin Allgaier at that McDonald's.
McDonald's, how may I help you?
Can I please get a big...
What I need from you
is a chicken Big Mac.
A chicken Big Mac? That's not a Big Mac.
Actually, it is
It's not.
not a Big Mac.
Chicken Big Mac?
Chicken bag, special sauce, lettuce, cheese, and pickles on a sesame seed bun. Enjoy.
The chicken Big Mac.
It's not a Big Mac.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
Well, we're back here at Charlotte Motor Speedway for the Boner Cup Series. We've skipped the pit stops thanks to Blue Chew, and someone who skipped tyres and made his way to the lead, Reed Sorensen, for the first time tonight. He is alongside Austin Dillon as we're going to be making the way to the green flag.
Yeah, Reed Sorensen's got to be careful. Austin Dillon, Elliott Sadler, Brandon Jones, they are three fast race cars, and they're going to catch him sleeping right here. Austin Dillon gets a great restart.
Yeah, Dillon is
saw him the last
gone.
restart. So is Brendan Jones, pretty much.
Sadler just telling that 41 to get out of his way, but he won't.
I want to put some attention on Carson Hocevar. He's made
Oh,
it to
they're
the front
wrecking
as
in
well.
the back again.
That is a wreck.
Oh,
Brian
big
Newman,
into the
Eric
wall, Ryan
Almirola,
Newman.
got speed again. But back up to the front. Austin Dillon will lead us back to the caution once more.
Drag race between Hocevar and Sadler for fourth. Hocevar, I think, got it.
Yeah, let's look at a replay to see what happened there. We're looking at following Eric Almirola here, and he just kind of gets pinched by Scott Speed and tags Ryan Newman into the wall. And not actually that much damage for Eric Almirola. Scott Speed has some damage, but I think that will be the end of the day for Ryan Newman. Don't know if you'd rather be at McDonald's or O'Reilly Auto Parts, but wherever he is, he's going to spend a long time in there.
Welcome to the Boner Cup Series, Ryan Newman.
Need a little help? We got help. Need some advice? We got advice. No matter what you need, we have thousands of professional parts people doing their part to make sure you have it. Exceptional customer service. Just one part that makes O'Reilly stand apart. The professional parts people.
O'Reilly Auto Parts.
So welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series, and take a look, y'all. Brandon Jones is leading in that number 54.
He's been here all night. Hoping to stay there, I imagine.
But the inside line has had bad restarts the last, 3 times in a row. Can we make it like 4? 5?
Well, it's going to be Hocevar that's going to be giving the challenge. So, two very combustible elements here. Anything can happen on this restart.
Don't forget Austin Dillon and
There's
Todd
also a
Gillen
pickle
behind them.
nearby.
Yep. But Brian Jones, I think he will be put in a pickle. Carson Hocevar gets a great launch on the outside.
And that outside line has been working some magic on these restarts. We've seen constant success for that row.
Brian Jones almost put 3 wide with Austin Dillon, but I think better of it.
The pickle,
Carson
the
Hocevar.
second.
Yep, that
He
pickle
knows-
father in the 38 car is having a pretty good run here that we haven't seen in a while.
Hocevar knows
they're wrecking again.
that's a car.
Back. It's Suarez, Casey Atwood. Then
Oh,
Merckx back
Casey
into
Atwood
the
is going
track.
real fast.
Safely, Suarez
Oh.
can, Atwood can. Everyone keeps
This
it
is a
together, I
mess.
think.
Yep, and back up front,
guess we're
Carson
okay.
Hocevar.
As I was trying to say before we nearly had a wreck there, Carson Hocevar knows his teammate Justin Haley has won before. He's trying to do the same. But look at how fast Todd Gilliland and Austin Dillon are coming.
Yep.
Austin
Here's
has been fast the
Dillon.
entire race.
And don't count out our Marcus Ambrose as well in that Hertz number 9. Didn't he get his second win at an oval?
Clear to second is Austin Dillon.
Yep, two Toyotas side by side. Ambrose gets a big run in the middle.
Oh,
Austin Dillon goes for the
flying
lead
right behind
in that
Dillon.
legacy car.
Can he get it into 1 and 2? Maybe. He's going to try and set up a bit of a run here, but decides to tuck in behind the 7-7. No, he will not! He's going to go to the inside. Hocevar running high for this lead, and Dylan not able to complete the pass there. But if he can keep this lane into 3 and 4, he might be able to, but he decides to duck back in and try to form another run.
Yeah, but I might open the door for Ricky Stenhouse Jr., as I think we have another yellow.
Open the door for a caution.
That's
David Stremme.
Go to McDonald's already, buddy.
Well,
it's over.
We're gonna have to ask McDonald's for a replay.
Put it out. This is a segment. Watch this one. Scott Speed, he's just going to clear himself for 30th against David Stremme. What are we doing? Send them both to McDonald's.
Enough of Cancun.
Good job application for there.
Happy birthday, Scott Speed, by the way. That was last week. Let's go to a commercial.
As T-Mobile's new chief switching officer, I need to get the word out about how fire switching to T-Mobile actually is. How are we going to do that? I got it. Airplanes that say switch, and you throw money at them. Nope, too dangerous.
I have pigeons, and they deliver cash.
You got pigeons? Why'd you bring birds in?
What if we have you personally call everyone in the United States?
How about you just tell people how much money they can save when they switch?
Say more.
With the Better Value plan, families can save over $1,000 a year versus Verizon and AT&T on streaming, satellite, and more benefits. Money talks. I got it. We call it the Better Value plan.
Better Value plan. Yes.
I think they already call it that.
You're the man, boss.
That's already the name.
All right, Carson Hocevar has been riding that Dente steadily through the field, but he now has David Reagan to his outside. David Reagan, I think, playing a bit of pit strategy to some extent, getting up into second, and he has the preferred line on the restart, so can David Reagan take advantage? And also the 3 car, who has been very fast tonight, maybe the fastest car on the track, is right behind him, ready to potentially pounce if these two start battling. As there we go, the outside line with another great restart. David Reagan to the lead of this race.
We've seen
about what we've seen all race.
Although Sorensen kind of, he's gotten nowhere from that restart.
Remember, Reed Sorensen didn't take tires, so I think he still is just slower than most people here.
That is true. He's got Stenhouse behind him who can't go anywhere because Austin Dillon is on the bottom.
Actually, in the second phase of this, he's actually putting pressure on Hocevar. Maybe David Reagan too?
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, he's going to get that moving all the way up.
He puts a 77 at the wall. I think a lot of people enjoyed that one, but that's going to...
Where have I seen that before?
I would be very worried if the Reed Sorensen after that one.
Between Reagan and Sorensen.
Well, you imagine Sorensen does not want the 2 RFK cars going 1-2 here. He's got to act as a sandwich between these 2 cars, because, I mean, as soon as they hook up, they're going to be gone from the rest of the field.
And another car puts us on the wall.
And
Todd Gilliland.
Travis Quapple getting up here.
Yeah, it's side by side now. Quapple, he's made big progress to move up.
Yeah, Quapple is started like nearly last, and he's already up here.
He started 39th.
Carson Hocevar, he seems to still have speed in that car. And if he gets back to Reed Sorensen or maybe even Todd Gilliland, that could get ugly fast.
The best way to not see Reed Sorensen is for Reed
Dylan
Sorensen
joining
to lead this
in,
race, which he's trying to. But
this is a 3-car battle now. 4-car, maybe even 5-6 car. Everyone vying for second here. Sorensen trying to keep it. He might even be going for the lead here. It's wheel to wheel with the 17. And look at that speed through the middle.
Up, see if he can lead this lap. It's going to be close. He does.
That's about as close as you can get. What is that, 6,000ths of a second there? He's cleared now, nearly.
Yeah, and this top 6
Austin
is
Dillon's
all
trying to help Chevy to
within a
Chevy
blanket.
there.
And don't want to help a Ford.
Yeah, look at this top 6. 2 Chevy, 2 Ford, 2 Toyota. You got another Ford in 7th with Todd Gilliland. Everyone is here at the moment.
Travis Quapple is trying to be here. So is Sam Hornish Jr.
Maybe don't hit
there's
too
another
often.
caution. It's a
And the
targeting
car
curve. Dustin
around
Dillon.
Austin, the best car of the night. He's around.
The wall.
And
no real damage done, but still. You don't want that to happen. As another accident.
Oh.
They're going to save it.
Everything is going on right now.
But not for David Reagan.
he avoided everything.
Yep. Let's see how he did that.
We're on board with Todd Gilliland. And you'll see here, Dillon moves up, gets caught by Marcus Ambrose, way around, bit of contact. Ambrose keeps going, nearly merges into Quapple there. It's just a one-car accident, really, but a lot of chaos.
Hey, Coach Gibbs.
Hey, Brandon.
You've won a lot of championships over the years. What's one thing you'll never forget?
Those ice water baths poured on me after those games. That was awful.
So what brings you into Menards besides the great prices and services?
A new water heater.
You've come to the right place. Menards has the best selection of Richmond water heaters.
Let's just leave the coaching to me. What are you buying?
A water cooler to celebrate our next big win.
Oh, no.
Save big money at Menards.
Back here racing nearly at the Coke 600. We got David Reagan in the lead, Travis Quapple making a huge jump to second. Behind them, Ricky Stenhouse and Sam Hornish Jr. Pretty famous for his racing at this track. We don't think that car is as illegal as it was back in 2008. But we're coming up to the restart zone, and you would think Travis Quapple is going to have the advantage. Green flag is out, and they're not as even as I thought.
Before, yeah. I think probably because he didn't keep tires or something.
Yeah, he had to have done something. Obviously, we skipped
Ricky
the pit
Stenhouse
stop.
Jr. might put it 3 wide, and Travis Quapple
there
moves
they
down.
go, the leaders.
And that's going to give a
and
golden
that's
ticket.
going to be Trevor Banks, David Reagan.
He gets turned into him.
Oh, there's Daniel
Oh,
Hemrick,
boy.
Carson Osavar.
I think Brandon Young just caused
Suarez, cool whip.
racing.
Yeah, but Travis Quapple leads us back to the caution. My word.
Alright, put it out is already back. It's another segment. The RFK cars, they're getting into some trouble right here. And Brandon Jones in the middle of them turns Trevor Bate into his teammate. And everyone gets caught up.
Alright, well, no more put it out. Here's the blood cam for Carson Osavar, and we see Trevor Bain moves down, and it kills David Reagan. All kinds of tarnish pile up. There's Cole Witt, Daniel Suarez.
A lot of cars lucky to make it through.
There's David
And then
Stremme.
you've got
Jason
David
Stremme.
Stremme and Ryan Priest.
Yeah,
Not
the
so lucky.
usual suspects here.
Certainly
Stremme just
tonight.
take it to McDonald's already.
Oh, he's gonna take it to the hauler in a second. Let's go to another commercial.
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco spicy chicken is so deliciously hot, it's generating reactions from everyone, like the memer.
Whew, eat spicy goodness like a boss.
The selfiers.
So good. Gotta get a selfie. So hot. Got a selfie or selfie.
And the behind the timeser.
This sandwich is the bomb. Raise the roof!
Wendy's new jalapeno fresco, our signature spicy chicken topped with fresh jalapenos and ghost pepper sauce. How will you react?
Well, welcome back once more to the NR2003 Bonus Cup Series, and my favorite driver, Justin Haley, bringing us back to the green.
He's been sort of around the top 10 this whole race. finally getting to the lead, but some familiar faces from the last restart still up here. Quapple, Hornish, Stenhouse, of course,
We got some Rick Ware action in the top 10. Josh Boyke and the Arn-sponsored Cody Ware have made their way up here.
That's actually Premium Motorsports, but we're coming up to the green restart zone, and we are green.
And Todd Gilliland is gone. That is very clear.
About what we expect from the outside lane, but Neely.
That pickle has been on fire for the past part of this race.
Yep,
Sam Hornish
Hot
looking
Pickle.
for third, maybe second.
Hot Pickle representing how he's running today, but he's kind of just ran well this whole season and then getting wrecked at some point. Hopefully that doesn't happen today.
Yeah, Todd Gilliland definitely potential to get a few wins here, but as you've seen so far this race, so much happens in these Boner Cup Series races. Sometimes it's down to just luck.
So we see Eric Jones up here for the first time. Getting outran by the other Jones.
Yeah, two Jones at Joe Gibbs Racing there.
All that Jones Gibbs Racing, but
Haley is catching.
Todd Gilliland's under pressure here.
Quapple also under pressure behind from Stenhouse, but this is the race for the lead.
Yeah, but look at
Cody Ware, big run.
That doesn't go away for race.
Casey Mears.
Yep, Casey Mears as well. One of the stories for this race. So he's kind of been completely irrelevant this race.
This feels like the first time I've seen him.
That was put in the wall by the RFK car, the 17 Stenhouse.
Chopped down in front of Cody Ware, but
is that David
Carnage
Tremmy in the wall? He was way back there.
Well, who cares? Todd Gilliland.
Oh my God, Tremmy, it's over, bro.
Gilliland's still leading.
Yeah, that's a really hot pickle. It'll be even hotter if he won this race. So far, it's looking pretty good.
Hornish trying to challenge Stenhouse for third at the minute, but he's not had anything to do really.
Look at Casey Mears in top 5.
Quapple coming back on Ware.
Oh, Jonathan Nemechek has also popped up. First time in forever.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose this isn't a bad racetrack for him. I think he's won here before.
In trucks. Or Xfinity. Someone who hasn't won here, Todd Gilliland. Maybe he could do it today.
Haley's putting the pressure on though.
Yep, and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. might put pressure on Haley. But also under pressure from Sam Hornish, who's under pressure from Casey Mears.
And then Casappo, like being put into the wall. He's catching this group as well.
Eric Jones moving up. Only past his teammate.
He's sort of a bit deeper. He's sort of a bit deeper in the field than he usually does, but he has rallied back through all these restarts to get back into the top 10.
So he's going to get past Cody Ware.
We got a battle for second, it looks like.
Yeah,
Hornish was alongside Haley.
Hornish.
That's letting Gilliland drive away a bit.
Yep,
and Hornish
lets him go here.
There you go, 22 is clear. And into second.
Yeah, is this possibly shades of 2009? That's a
great run for Cody Ware.
Carson Burton.
Oh.
He might have been.
They're going to be catching him in a few laps.
Yep. Unless they crash, which they have most times.
Yeah, but this has been one of the longer green flag stints of the race so far.
Yeah, but
that's what these drivers will want, to be honest.
Yeah, all this start-stopping Kind of puts even more of a strain on you than racing normally.
Yeah, no positions can really be made under caution, not unless you factor in pit stops, but this is how you want to race. Brandon Jones to the
Look
bottom.
at Sam Hornish Jr.
For Team Penske going for the lead.
Might catch
He's
another
there.
quote-unquote Penske car in Harrison Burton soon.
Todd Gilliland, I think, is going to be able to keep it at second for now. Maybe we'll be able to mount another car soon to try and get that lead back, as Cody Ware is catching the lead group somehow.
Eric Jones is also catching Travis Wappel.
Haley just slotted in right behind Todd. Could
Cody
maybe
Ware's
try
leading
something.
a line of 5 or 6 cars
Yeah,
who are going to join with this front group.
Welcome back to Talladega.
It's like I said at the start, this is very
Burton.
reminiscent of PAG racing. Here comes Eric Jones on Casey Miz. This is a battle for 6th, I believe.
Haley for 3rd.
Hornish is going to be
Hornish
here, so Todd Gilliland, so we Justin Haley, but Rookie Stenhouse Jr. is kind of getting stuck.
He's going to get caught behind
Yeah,
Burton, and Haley's going to move Burton up a little bit. Close with that.
We're good. Todd Gilliland's going to try to make a move on Hornish.
The middle lane has really worked out in these turns. Pushing Hornish out.
They talk about the one hot night in Charlotte. This is one hot pickle tonight.
Hornish, though, he's not left him. He's actually gonna. Yeah, running the top in turns 1 and 2 seems really good, and then you want to be like Gilliland here in 3 and 4, straight down the middle. Although we have got a drag race here, Hornish leads the lap, I think.
That's some really good racing here at Charlotte.
It's let Haley and Eric Jones get into this conversation. Could we see one of them try to make a bold 3-wide move soon?
And when the hell did we talk about Eric Jones before right now?
I mentioned him.
Well,
probably I can think of Colorado.
Yeah, I think this is the last time Eric Jones was relevant, but here he is.
Coming into this fight. Highly
Quackle.
contested. Quackle is in the wall. Jones going to use him up.
Well, can't really make it worse than being in the wall.
Yeah, well,
Allmendinger is running through the field right now. The 16, we haven't seen him all night either, and he's up in this top 10.
Yeah, he led the most laps at, I think, Nazareth. But besides that,
yeah,
doesn't really got much else.
There's no Wawa East battle officially tonight, but they're running together.
Yeah, it's great. Funny how that works.
Yeah, pretty single file here at the minute. We got side by side for the lead still. Justin Haley was getting into the fight. Todd Gilliland coming back for the 22. Haley now.
Haley might help
big run from the top lane.
Can he help him enough? I think so.
It's interesting that he'd want to help. I mean, these are two Fords. These are the enemies if you're thinking about manufacturer points. But who else does Haley have? Eric Jones is blocking the only other Chevy, Casey Miz.
He's trying to pull that thing to the lead.
And I think he will, at least for this lap.
Another photo finish, called a race here, and I think the fans would be excited. But I mean, we are just over halfway through lap 67 of 120.
Gilliland has been pushing that car on the inside despite 22 having a bit of help from the 7 on the top line. Mostly everything is going against the 38, but he has been able to stay side by side with Sam Hornish the whole run, pretty much. Hornish will get clear for now, but he's not going to back down at all.
You think back to last season, Michael McDowell was a championship contender next to Cole Custer and Paul Menard, so I guess it's not a shocker that front row is good here.
It's
And
just been
they've
very
split off
impressive, I
again.
think, what we've seen out of 38 tonight.
Yep, the 36, I guess.
But we don't need to talk about him.
Michael McDowell and Cole Witt both involved in accidents earlier in this race. We're looking
They are
at
both out.
that was
Looking at
a
the back.
modified. I don't know which car that was, but that could get in the way of the leaders
Here's Elliott
as
Sadler,
these
the
laps
points
wind
leader.
down. Well, Sadler not looking for a points day, really. He's nice and swell. Actually, not as safe. I think it's a 6-point difference in terms of point standings, but of course he's clear in the playoffs with 2 wins.
Well, it's also funny because the guy in second in points is Daniel Suarez. You know, if nothing changes. It's Cole Witt, the other front row car. And I think there's a caution.
That's Jones, Haley, Stenhouse.
Oh, Reed sorted hard hit. More
Cool.
cars coming in.
Hit the
I think that was
brakes.
Garrett Smith going to get to Cody Ware.
Burton. Yeah, I think that's gonna have to be a replay. There's a lot of cars damaged now.
A lot to cover.
Well, we missed this live as we were going through the field, but here's Justin Haley and Todd Gilliland battling for second, and then Hunter Nemechek is gonna stick his nose in and move Justin Haley up the track. Clears himself off Todd Gilliland, and here's the rest of the field.
Oh, some good cars taken out. Cody Ware, Josh Blakey, AJ Allmendinger have been keeping their cars clean and getting through this field, and that's nothing to show for it now.
I think Cody Ware is actually okay, but some people aren't.
Our CW Sports car is torn up. Oh, that's just unnecessary.
But it's gonna put us under another commercial.
Well, we're back here after a fair few cautions. You can see how thinned out this pack of cars is. Sam Hornish Jr. still at the lead. Alongside him for the first time tonight, Casey Mears, and then you've got Todd Gilliland in row 2. He was fighting hard for the lead. As we're looking to go green again, it's going to be Sam Hornish Jr. taking it.
And through the Geico restart zone, and there's the outside getting a launch again.
Miz already
we have
clear.
3 short row cars up here now. One of them heavily damaged, but
Well, at least he's up here. I like some people.
And look at how few cars are racing at the minute.
Well, I think
We
most
had-
of them are stuck behind the damaged cars. Marcus Ambrose. And, yeah.
Well, it's Casey Mears in the
Mears.
lead
Oh,
for a
and
minute.
there's Danica
Oh,
Patrick
boy.
and Marcus Ambrose.
Oh my god.
Ambrose is
Well,
going to
they
rejoin
say that.
straight
So
into
did
a pack
Danica.
of cars.
I don't think they took the caution yet, so...
Caution, no, caution is out.
Yeah, but
They have to
we're
race
racing
it
it back.
back.
As I don't know if Sam Hornish Jr. is going to have enough time to do anything, so Casey Mears will lead us back to the caution. Well, let's see what happened. Well, here's the cause of the caution. We're seeing a camera from turn 1, and David Shermy and Danica Patrick. That's about it.
Been a long, grueling day.
Welcome to the Long Day
Danica
Factory. Especially David Shermy.
riding
He's
the-
kind of been involved in a lot of cautions. Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Ladies and gentlemen, Danica Patrick.
Well, let's cut away from that. Let's go to a commercial. Well, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. After a billion cautions, a billion restarts. The only thing we haven't seen is a rain delay, but maybe that's in the cards too. the Geico restart zone once more. It'll be Casey Mears and Sam Warner Jr. And if I had to guess, I think Sam Warner Jr. is going to get a good launch. But actually, no.
Oh.
No, he does not.
What a surprise.
That's
Look
a bit
at...
of wheel spin.
I was going to say, look at Cody. Well, there's a big gap there. They've already split off, but we got a three-way race for the lead here.
Well, I think we got
Yeah, here
soon
comes
to be
the pick.
four, maybe.
Maybe put a pause on that. Yeah, here's 3 wide. Todd Gilliland, Casey Mears, Sam Hornish Jr.
Hornish
Mears,
put way up into the
Mears
wall. There goes
my
Mears.
fucking god, of course. Mears clears himself. No caution.
Yeah, no caution. Corey LaJoy's pitting.
The flag man
All right,
apparently
then,
has
so
a
that's-
tired arm.
Okay.
That's Todd Gilliland in the lead, I think.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
easy.
there he is.
No,
And his
big
teammate.
gap to his teammate.
And his other teammate.
Cole Witt, unrecognizable from the front, but there he is.
Him, Eric Jones, unrecognizable from the back. And then Daniel Hemrick.
You know, Hemrick, I mean, first race back, he's going to be wondering what happened to everyone. Why we wrecking so much.
Well,
he's
we
kept
also
it.
wrecked a Pocono. In fact, his car wrecked a Pocono too, so...
As we are now a lot more spread out
Yeah.
on the racetrack, probably for the best. Todd Gilliland with a very confident lead.
Well, I just let him show some of these people. You know, for now they're okay.
I think about what a loss it is for Justin Haley. He was racing for the lead. He's all the way near the back of the rest of the field that's running.
Well,
Heavy
to be
damage
fair,
to the rear of that car.
at least he's running. Not like some people.
That is a good point. John Hunter Nemechek slowly catching his front row teammate. And are we...
Out there.
We weren't 3 wide, but it looked like it. Hornish
Oh,
under
Eric.
pressure. Oh boy.
Oh my god.
Well, he was under
Fuck
pressure,
yeah.
and oh, that was close. Good
Well,
lord.
you're not going to believe it, but Todd Gilliland will lead us back to the caution. You know, I actually don't care enough to look at a replay, so let's just go to a commercial.
Make it radical. Woo! Make it groceries. Hey, who's thirsty? Right here. Yeah. Okay, we got OJ, Purple Stuff, and Sunny D.
I'll try some Sunny D.
Yeah.
Good stuff. It's got healthy junk.
So what?
Come on, dude.
Come on, man.
Hey guys, I brought you all one.
Sweet. Thanks. Mega gnarly, Mrs. B.
Thanks, I think.
You got a cool mom.
Welcome back to Charlotte, where we are quote-unquote racing, if you can call it that at this point. The front row cars are on the front row. Todd Gilliland, he's been the one bright spot of this race to watch. He has been very fast all night and managed to stay out of all the trouble so far. And his teammate in the 36 is to his outside.
Except one trouble, but he survived it. Because we're green.
Did survive.
And Nemechek will get the jump. Hemrick
But not
trying to
as
help
much
out
as
Gilliland.
before. I think he wants more help out of himself, because he's stuck behind Gilliland, and he doesn't want to shove it 3 wide.
Going to be watching Sam Hornish to see which lane he takes, because he's got free choice. As it stands, we were looking a bit slow. He's going to the top.
Oh, Mark
Nemechek, oh boy.
Ambrose!
That's nearly over.
Well, Challenger Nemechek leads us back to the caution. Welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. We are here at Charlotte Motor Speedway still. And look who's back to the front row. Elliott Adler.
Yeah, he's stayed out of the way for a big chunk of this race. You've still got Nemechek leading, and actually look who's slightly further behind. Corey LaJoy. through the restart zone now.
Garrett Smithley, he's here.
And
Good.
he doesn't go.
Yeah, Nemechek for the first time, the bottom gets a good start.
Actually, it's more like the outside got 0 start.
Yeah, Casey Mears getting held up. And the Rick Ware and front row cars are able to take advantage.
Yeah, look at this top 4 all Fords.
Front row show up front, then you got Rick Ware right behind. Good night for the blue oval.
Yep, and here's another blue car. It's Casey Mears, and he might try to close up the gap. Probably Joy running way high.
Got Hemrick on his inside. Although not much movement made, maybe through the corner. Miz will actually look to try and get clear. But he can't. Yes, he can. No, he's gone.
Garrett Smithley.
Hell yeah, Garrett Smithley.
Yeah,
He's going for
third. Caution nearly, but he's here. Benefiting from
Casey
all the cautions and all the carnage, and Casey Mears also up here. And oh, speaking of carnage,
he gets aggressive with his teammate.
Goes...
Very aggressive.
Now, why
There's
did he
Corey
do that?
LaJoy.
And that's
well, it is Corey LaJoy.
Yeah, but that's gonna open up a spot for Brendan Jones and Elliott Sadler. Up front. And then Todd Gillen.
You have to imagine this is what Front Row Motorsports wanted. I mean, they've sacrificed 2 of their team members, but we are coming down to the end of this race, nearly at 20 to go. If they can just hold this without any more wrecks, any more carnage on track, this is going to be a very good night for the team.
Also a good night for Garrett Smithley. Might still get a top 10, considering everyone else has died.
Yeah, Smithley's kept it mostly clean. I'm sure if you look close up at that car, there's going to be a good few scuffs and scratches, but he has not done bad at all here tonight. Hornish was previously leading this race. Not there yet, but
a lot of people.
Lead, maybe.
Oh, he is. Yeah, he's diving it in on his teammate. Saw him pull this move off multiple times before, so.
Interesting
tactic. Room to battle here. Don't really have to worry about. Oh, he's gonna get real aggressive with Nemechek. He puts him in the wall.
Oh, but speaking of aggressive, nearly 30 wide back here for 4th.
There's going to be a pretty
trying to hold on
long,
to a podium for Rick Ware.
pretty long meeting at Front Row Motorsports on Monday if they don't win this race, based on what we just saw. But that gap is closing. It would, one of the cars just slowed down hugely. So we could be seeing some fireworks right before the end of this very long, grueling race.
Yep.
We've seen a lot of cars get taken out.
Yep. Here's John Hunter Nemechek going for a move.
Is he gonna do the same?
Not
Show
quite.
some brotherly love. No, nice and clean.
Surprising.
We still got racing to go.
Yep, it's 17 to go, 18.
Nemechek might just want to play the team game, not risk anything, get to the line and be done with it. Did he get the lead that lap? He did.
Barely.
As Gilliland falls back.
And we've seen a lot of cars get taken out tonight. And the 53 has survived. His playoff push has been not really much of a push lately, but can it be back after tonight? This is going to be a big points day for the 53 if he can get to the end.
I mean, he is a Rick Wackard. You really expect him to make the playoffs on coins? Yeah, hard ass for anyone.
Under fire from Hornish. Hornish is past for third. Mears and Hemrick still there. 2 Chevys trying to work something out, but this top 6 spot. 4 Chevys. Sorry, 4 Fords, 2 Chevys.
Yeah. Todd Gillen, Sam Morris Jr., Garrett Smithley, Casey Mears, all those drivers are down in the mid to late 20s in the points. It's going to be great days for all of them, no matter the results of this one.
Yeah. All these cars sparking out through the night.
Running the high side. Neither of those 2 leaders really challenging each other. Of course, that could change, and most likely will, based on how Gillen's moving.
But it's gonna sit nicely behind John Hunter Nemechek. Sadly.
Well, this has to be the plan. If the crew chiefs are talking to each other and they just saw Gilliland wall Nemechek, they have to be saying, keep your cool, stay off each other, because this is the best opportunity we've had this season. They can't mess this up.
Yeah, John Hunter Nemechek is solidly in the playoffs, but Todd Gilliland is slightly trailing behind that, so maybe playing off a bit now.
The third, Smithley, was on the inside of Hornish. Have to see where they round out through turn 4 and into the quad oval.
But here's Garrett Smithley.
Hornish ahead.
Yeah, but maybe not for too much longer.
Now, Smithley slid up quite a bit, but didn't make contact, it didn't look like. But he's back behind. And what do you do if you're Casey Mears or Daniel Hemrick? You're seeing these guys fighting wheel to wheel, but I mean, neither really getting the chance to do anything. These guys moving all up and down the track. Where do you go? What do you do? Especially when it seems to be a stalemate.
These front row cars are completely gone. It'll take a miracle for someone to even finish second besides one of them.
Well, there's still chance for a late caution. I don't want to jinx it, but we've seen enough. I'm sure we can see one more.
Well, I'm sure. I don't know who wants to see it less between Todd Gilliland and John Hunter Nemechek, but you know, what can you do?
Well, it's going to be whoever starts in the lead. We know that outside lane moves quick on a restart.
But here's another.
LaJoy
okay.
taps Almirola, puts him in the wall.
I'm gonna say here's another Ford in the top 10 picture. It's a lot of them.
I mean, do you put that down to strategy, or do you put that down to the amount of cars wrecked this race? I think they're just lucky to keep going.
Oh, it'll be difficult to tell.
I don't feel like the 38's making any notable progress on the 36.
No, if anything, he's losing time. I mean...
Yeah, you definitely...
There you go, 3/10 that lap. He's just a sitting duck at the minute. But I don't think Hornish is going to have the time to catch.
Yep, I don't think we'll have fuel problems or anything, so... Especially all the cautions.
I feel like that crew may have just set that car up for the short run, because that's all we were getting for a while, and they didn't really think it would come to this.
Yep, but John Hunter Nemechek playing the long game, as actually he's slowing.
Oh! John Hunter Nemechek, what has happened?
That's got to be down to being out of fuel. Or maybe an issue with the car.
Yeah, I think he's blown a tire. It looks like a Like a front right tire.
Blew up.
What?
That's not one. Not what front row want. I can't speak.
But it is what
because
Todd Gilland, his teammate, wanted.
Oh my
yeah, well,
goodness.
Gilliland, he's not been keeping speed. Hornish has been catching.
Yeah, but
He
maybe
still
he
has a
hasn't kept
gap.
speed because he hasn't needed to, and now he does.
Look, the pickle has been hot tonight. Can he bring it home for 5 more laps?
See Todd Gillen, or Jonathan Nemechek leaving his pit stall. It definitely looks like a tire problem of some sorts. That's heartbreaking for him.
He'll at
I
least
don't
be able to
care,
keep
but-
it on the track.
Yeah, he's at least going to be, yeah.
That probably gets him a top 20 at least.
Hornish catching, and something that we've not touched upon in these closing stages of this race. Sam Hornish, an Indy 500 winner. This is, of course, regarded as the greatest day in motorsport. With a Coke 600 alongside, what an achievement that would be if he can get there. But with 4 laps to go, he's still got work to do.
Yeah, but he is closing in quickly.
Yeah, this 38 is really built for the short run. It's not a long run car they have there. Gillen's also been wheeling that thing around all night. He's used basically everything up to try and keep it up here. And he just might not have enough to finish it out.
Team Penske know how to win at this track. 2023 with Ryan Blaney, they won the Coke 600.
Remember, catching is one thing, passing is another.
That's what the great
It's
Murray
only 2
Walker
laps of
said.
defense he has to put up.
Yep, and here's Cody Ware.
Cody Ware, he's here.
Yeah.
He's pitting.
A
Well, no,
car
no,
length
so is
between
Haley.
them.
Here's
Fuel, I
Jonathan
guess,
Nemechek.
becoming an issue for some of the cars in the back.
Well, I guess that would happen when you look like a modified out here, but
Sam Hornish is going to have 1 lap to try and make this move. This is going to be, by any means necessary. He's right up to the side now, to the rear.
he's
even.
right on the bumper of him.
Moves
This
down
is gonna be
nearly.
one for the ages here, it looks like.
White flag in the air for Todd Gilland and the pickle car. Sam
Trying
Hornish
to
Jr.
defend, not
letting this
going
go.
fully to the top.
The pickle's been hot tonight. Can he keep it for one
Hornish needs to
more
go to
set
the
of
inside
quarters?
and dive, but he's not going to do it.
It's not close enough. And he's not going
And
to do
Todd
it.
Gilland, he's going to put the finishing touches on what has been basically a perfect race for the 38 car. Just an amazing run from Todd Gilland.
What a night for Front Row Motorsports.
Welcome to the playoffs, Todd Gilliland.
And what's
And what a
that
good
third
run.
Eric Smithley?
Yeah, Eric Smithley, Casey Mears, we talked about him pretty much all night. Daniel Hemrick, Brendan Jones, I think he's a lap down actually, but Eric Almirola.
Brendan Jones, I think the take being a lap down, he got it to the finish line tonight.
Yeah, he made it more than double digits. Ellie Sadler gets another
Triple
top 10. Yeah. Carson Osavar behind that. Kirk Jones and Cole Witt rounds out the top 10. We see
Not
Todd
the,
Gilland.
that is not the second front row car they expected in the top 10, but they'll take it.
Yeah. The second in the top 15.
John Hunter still brings it home 14th. That shows you how many cars are taken out of this race.
And, Todd Gilland's gonna burn that pickle down. Alright, welcome back to the NR2003 Boner Cup Series. After a really chaotic race at Charlotte, here's what the points look like. Well, no surprises here. It's Elliott Sadler leading the points. in the playoff standings, it's Shane Van Gisbergen in second because he won twice. Yeah. But behind that, it's all the one-win club people with Dave Reagan, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Vickers, Marcus Ambrose, Todd Gilland, just added his name in there. Justin Haley and Trevor Bay close out the winners. Look at the people locked in on points.
Got Eric Almirola in 10th at number 43. Then we got Daniel Suarez, AJ Allmendinger, Eric Jones, John Hunter Nemechek, who was so close to winning this race, and Harrison Burton and David Stremme will round out the playoffs. So let's take a look at the bubble and see who's just on the other side.
2 points out is both Reed Sorensen and Carson Hocevar. 3 out is Travis Kafapel. And then 7 out, Austin Dillon, surprisingly. And even further behind, 10 points out, is Ty Dillon.
But that will do it for this week's coverage, as next time out, we go to another intermediate. One that's, one could say it's almost bigger than the Daytona 500. So we hope to see you next week at Kentucky Speedway. And good night.